Mr. Samson Kasumba of NBS.
Your problem is not the government. Your problem is not that you're in Uganda. Your problem is how you think.
First, I want to appreciate that your post was mainly about encouraging people to continue in their direction of success, no matter the circumstance, no matter the bottlenecks that they face along the way. But towards the end of your video, I sense there's something that is going to mislead the young generation.
Your problem is not government.
But I was questioning myself. Is it not because of people like you that Dr. Besigye said the biggest problem of Uganda is the elites? The elites, people who have gone to school, who understand everything, governance, but still they pretend and cover their faces with their hands so that people are misled that government has no hand. Because why would you, at your level, try to pretend that governance or the way government is run does not affect one's success? Let me give you a very simple example. I come from northern Uganda. For 25 years, we have been in war. For those 25 years, the people in central Uganda were able to flourish with the way they want to develop. They could do everything because the conditions that they were subjected to were not the same as the condition of the people of northern Uganda. Tell me now, a person of your age who is rotting in the village, who has even a better brain but did not have the privilege or the circumstance you had, would you blame that person? You can't blame that person because government did not provide the same condition that you were subjected to for that person to succeed. I want to ask you, Mr. Kasumba, if the same condition of northern Uganda was supposed to be given to central Uganda, I want to tell you at this point of time, you would be in a worse condition compared to the people of northern Uganda. So my whole point is, I love the fact that you are encouraging people to move on. You are encouraging people to continue succeeding no matter the circumstance. But I don't like it when you told people that forget about government. Forget about being in Uganda. No. Government has a stake. In any case, government has the biggest stake in as far as one's success is concerned. You cannot rubbish government. That is my point. I saw your comments. When we started exchanging comments, I saw towards the end you were trying to get derailed because I saw you were bringing age. Does it matter whether you're older than me? Whether I'm younger than you? Does it matter? Does it prevent me from making a point? Mr. Samson Kasumba, what is nation building? How can we develop this nation if we ignore the very tenets of nation building, like democracy? We cannot achieve any meaningful success if we think, let us ignore. We ignore governance so long as I'm succeeding. That is being selfish. That is being selfish. Imagine if everybody decides to say, okay, I'm going to work for my family. I don't care what government is doing with what. It will still affect you in one way or the other. One day, it will still catch up with you. Like the way it caught up the people of northern Uganda for the 25 years they have been in war. They could have succeeded, but the circumstance they were subjected to could not allow them to succeed. Now, I want to give you the most recent example. The country received 43 students from Iran. Students who are there studying oil. And of the 43, almost all of them are from Western Uganda and Central Uganda. Let me tell you now how governance is going to derail the success of people. Can you compare a person who has not studied oil with those 43 who are studying oil after 20 years from now? You cannot compare them because of the condition. And if you want to ignore politics now, those people who went to Iran to study oil, how were they selected? Was it not through political merits? They were selected because they have the connection in government. Even your analogy of your African coffee and everything, all that could have also been politics. Someone can decide to not to give you a room and give to another person because of interest, different political interest. So I refuse to be dragged into your narrative of saying someone can even succeed no matter the condition you are supposed to push on. Okay, thank you. But that is going to encourage bad governance. Actually, that's why my comment I told you, you are a perfect example of a person who is now so fed on bad governance to the extent that you've given up. You've given up and you think you should encourage everybody to give up. Because whereas I was trying to explain to you that in our quest to succeed, you need to also make sure you participate in the affairs of your country. Participate in activism the way I'm doing on social media. Do you think I get money from social media? No. I do it because this is part of nation building. I open people's minds daily on this platform. Not because I want to receive money. So, Mr. Kasumba, Samson, you have risen below the belt for me. At least you cannot rubbish government. In as far as development of citizens are concerned, you can dig your garden very well. You can grow matoke and you want to export. But if government decides to block you, like if you're supposed to be in Noob and you are there thinking you are a Samson Kasumba and you are there digging, but they know your father is Noob, they can even stop your export. So is that still something you can say, let us forget government? You cannot forget government. I still want to remind you what Aristotle said, that human beings are political animals. And political animals, they are destined to remain. Yes, you can never separate politics from any domain of life. You cannot. You try to run away, politics will drag you back. I was thinking, is this Mr. Samson Kasumba, who was arrested sometimes back? Is this maybe what the arrest has done to his brain? By capitulating, trying to drag people now to say, let's leave government, let's look at a different direction? No, if you think you cannot now do anything, okay, thank you, but don't discourage others. Let others continue the fight. Look at this young boy, Don Ames, who was just released yesterday from prison. He has participated. He tried his best. I don't want to say it's a risky business, but we must keep trying. People like you who are respected, who are on television every day, the youth look up to you. They think you should give them direction. But if this is what you tell them, forget about government, forget about government. And yet the people in government are busy looting, doing a lot of corruption. You were even listing for me the corruption you went through. Is that enough reason for you to now tell others to forget about government? Not at all. I disagree. Let others pursue their dream of nation building. I want to end by telling you that this country is like this because of selfish leaders only. And to make it worse, now the elites like you want to discourage the young generation from participating in civic matters. So, Mr. Kasumba, you have disappointed me. At least I can tell you that. On another day, maybe in another forum, if we meet, I am going to explain to you why I made this video. But I made it because I found that the comments, the exchanges that we were making was not really bearing fruit.